He was beaten so badly in school that he ended up in the hospital. He was mocked, isolated, and had almost no friends growing up. Today, he's the richest man on the planet, controls a company that sends rockets to space, and is reshaping how the entire world drives, communicates, and even thinks about the future. This is the real story of Elon Musk. Not the memes, not the headlines, but the man behind them. Elon Reeve Musk was born on June 28, 1971 in Pretoria, South Africa. His father, Errol Musk, was an engineer, and his mother, May Musk, was a model and dietitian. Life at home wasn't easy. His parents divorced when he was young, and Elon has spoken about a difficult relationship with his father over the years. At school, things weren't easy either. Elon was smaller, introverted, and deeply obsessed with books and computers, traits that made him an easy target for bullies. He has openly talked about one incident where a group of boys pushed him down a flight of stairs, beating him so severely that he had to be hospitalized. But even in those dark years, something unusual was happening. At just 10 years old, Elon taught himself computer programming. By age 12, he had built a simple video game called Blaster and sold the code to a magazine for around $500. A kid who couldn't defend himself on the playground was already writing software that adults would pay for. At 17, Elon made a bold decision. He left South Africa alone, moving to Canada, partly to avoid mandatory military service, and partly because he believed his future was in North America. He worked odd jobs, including a grueling stint at a lumber mill, just to support himself while studying. He eventually enrolled at Queen's University in Canada, then transferred to the University of Pennsylvania, where he earned degrees in both physics and economics. His mind was already pulling him in two directions: understanding how the universe works and understanding how to build things that scale. In 1995, Elon got accepted into a PhD program at Stanford University, but the internet was exploding, and he made a decision that would define his life. He dropped out after just 2 days to chase a business idea instead. Along with his brother Kimball, Elon started a company called Zip2, essentially an early online city guide for newspapers. They worked out of a tiny rented office, sometimes sleeping there just to save money. In 1999, Compaq bought Zip2 for over $300 million. Elon walked away with around $22 million from that deal. Instead of retiring at 28, he poured almost all of that money into a new venture, X.com, an online banking startup. This company would later merge with a competitor and become what we now know as PayPal. In 2002, eBay bought PayPal for $1.5 billion. Elon's personal share was around $180 million. He now had the kind of money most people only dream about. Most people would have stopped there. Elon didn't stop. He took his PayPal fortune and split it across 3 insanely risky ideas: SpaceX, which he founded in 2002 to make space travel affordable and eventually help humanity become a multi-planetary species; Tesla, which he joined as an early investor and later led, aiming to make electric cars mainstream; and Solar City, a solar energy company started by his cousins. By 2008, all 3 companies were nearly bankrupt at the same time. SpaceX had just suffered 3 failed rocket launches in a row. Tesla was burning through cash before the Model S had even launched. Elon was reportedly down to his last few $1 million, personally taking out loans just to pay rent, all while going through a divorce. He later admitted this was the worst year of his life. Friends advised him to save at least one company by shutting down the others. He refused. Instead, he put his last available funds into both SpaceX and Tesla simultaneously, an all-or-nothing gamble. In December 2008, SpaceX's 4th rocket launch finally succeeded, just days before the company would have completely run out of money. That same month, Tesla closed a critical funding round that kept it alive. Both companies survived by a matter of days. From that point forward, everything changed. SpaceX became the first private company to send a spacecraft to the International Space Station. It went on to develop reusable rockets, a feat many experts had called nearly impossible, dramatically cutting the cost of space travel. Tesla transformed from a niche experiment into the most valuable car company in the world, forcing the entire auto industry to take electric vehicles seriously. Elon later added more ventures to his portfolio: Neuralink, working on brain-computer interfaces; The Boring Company, focused on tunnel infrastructure; and in 2022, he acquired Twitter, later rebranding it as X. Today, Elon Musk's net worth fluctuates between hundreds of billions of dollars, regularly making him the richest person alive. The boy who was pushed down a flight of stairs, who had almost no friends, who moved across the world alone at 17. That same person bet everything he had, lost almost all of it, and rebuilt from the edge of bankruptcy to reshape 3 different industries at once. Whatever you think of Elon Musk today, his story proves one uncomfortable truth: sometimes you have to be willing to lose everything before you build something the world has never seen. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe for more real stories of the people who shaped our world.